All right, so what we're going to do for this module is actually help you to apply some SEO techniques in order to get a baseline for where your website is at to give specific ideas for how, optimization can actually help your specific site. So since I don't have your specific site right in front of me, I'll just show you the general approach, um, where then you can specifically go to this website here and actually do a SEO audit or an SEO report by yourself. So when you do it by yourself, you're going to be able to analyze, your own site because you're going to plug in, your website up here. So and then run an audit. So I'll show you how this looks just by demonstrating it for, a few other companies. But to give you an idea of how this will help is, it'll give you a report, something like this, which we'll see here in a minute. But the real the real benefit of something like that is then to make it actionable. So the way you make it actionable is either implement the changes by yourself or get help for how to implement the changes for your specific site. So I just wanted to kind of connect those dots as we're talking about like what's the purpose of something like this. Well, the purpose is actually to get a baseline for how your site is performing on the web and then give you specific ideas for how to improve those so that you can actually reach your goals. All right, so what we're going to do, again, you can go to the site SEO or seoptimer.com. This is a free report. Here we go. So I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm just going to look for something. So like Kansas City plumber. Oh, plumber. All right, so it could be any site. I'm just trying to give you an example. I don't know, I might go to Yelp. And I don't have any connection with this company. Oh, well, they don't have a website. They don't have a website. All right. For this, there's no real method to my madness. I'm just looking for a website for someone in the Kansas City area. So we'll do this one. All I'm doing is copying this URL, bringing it over to seoptimer.com, paste that in here, and click the audit button. Now what it's doing is it's going through the site to give it an analysis for different aspects of the site. How is it performing in terms of SEO, usability, performance, social, security, etc. So I'm going to go through a couple examples, but this is exactly what you can do for your website. You can plug in your own site up here and get something similar to this. But this is really helpful because the next time you come to a meeting is that you could copy this URL, whether you use Evernote or just save it as a note in your phone or email it to yourself. But then when you come to the meeting, you could actually have one of our Kansas City SEO experts take a look at it and give you, actionable insights for how to improve it. So I'll just show you a quick example. I mean, if you look at this, it has there's 17 improvements recommended. So here's some down here. I'll kind of go through these, but let's just look at this. So I'm scrolling to the top. So according to SEO Optimer, SEO is looking good. They got their title tag, their meta description, uh, header tags. And header tags is often you'll find lots of opportunities within those. This just says quantitatively are there actual H1 tags. And what it's doing, just to give you an idea, when we're doing an SEO or when we're doing an audit, essentially what this site and what other audit tools are doing is right click and do view page source. essentially it's reading this, but this is also what search engines are reading, right? This isn't what people are reading, but search engines. So it's taking all the different data from all these different things and putting it into a nice report. And with that nice report, it gives us insights for how we can actually improve your site to make it more competitive online. So stop bouncing around here. So that's looking good. Keyword consistency. So it gives some metrics here. Amount of content. So it puts an X here because it has a word count of 143. So this is something to consider. Let's look back here. So basically it's saying the actual copy, the words and everything. They're only seeing 143 words, which that's, I don't know, is that right? Yeah, that looks about right. So one way of how they might be able to optimize it is add new content to the first page, elaborate, show some examples, some different things like that. Now that's, specifically that's something an SEO expert could tell you at the next meeting. But in general, what it's finding for this site is that it has thin content. Image alt attributes. So we'll show the actual links here, but image alt attributes basically help search engines understand what are these images. So you could show higher in image searches like on Google if you're able to just put in some description of what different images are. So that's an opportunity right there. As far as backlinks, they have backlinks. Um, so it's suggesting from a site structure standpoint, maybe the URLs could be a little bit more friendly. So that's something this company could look at. Analytics, it doesn't look like that website has the free Google Analytics, code added to the site. That would be a quick win for this site. Favicon, excuse me, that's basically just the image right up here. You see this image, or I guess you can't see that image. It's basically an image within the browser. We're going down here, optimize images. Here's another quick win. A lot of people, put up very large images, like images with a large file size. And what they don't understand is each time a visitor is visiting that web page with those images, they have to be downloaded to that user's device in order for them to see it. So SEO strategy, is to optimize images, which this particular site could benefit from. As far as social media, search engines nowadays really want to see some activity and social proof from social media sites. So the more social signals you can add to a site, the better your site is going to perform because it shows Google that there's actually somebody promoting and actively engaging, with that particular business or business website. So this would be an opportunity just to connect these and then have some activity to drive traffic. So SSL certificate or SSL enabled. SSL is important for especially e-commerce businesses or product-based businesses selling products. For this particular one, local business, probably not that important. So we're going through here. But down here, basically, it'll show you the recommendations. And this is something you would want to look at when you are bringing this report to the meeting to have an SEO expert look at it. So the recommendations, this would be really simple for an SEO expert to, be able to go through and help you with. But also this would be helpful even if you have an in-house, team that can do this for you. It's sort of a checklist, right? So then the next time you scan this, once you've made these changes, then hopefully you're seeing a lot of improvement, which you can see quantitatively because these factors should be improved. and this overall factor should be approved. So um, I'm going to actually jump on another video to do another SEO audit or an SEO report. But real quick, how I would actually make this actionable is then copy this link up here. Copy that link, bring it to the meeting, and then again, Kansas City SEO expert can actually help you, understand that to make the corrective changes. So I'll stop this video here. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.